Hello gamers, welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. I'm Gold Demon, and if this is the first time seeing the channel, I'm sorry you're having to see this from me. But this post has so much brain rot, I actually couldn't handle it. It gave me a headache and I had to go to sleep last night. This kept me up because of this post. I cannot fathom what brings somebody to make a post like this, especially people that will talk about something they have no clue what they're talking about. They will just say stuff to say stuff. The tomfoolery of a post like this is absurd. Like, I can't put into words how much I've thought about this from seeing it. I need to talk about this. I just look. In case you don't know my history, I'm a game development student, right? So I have more information on this than a regular person, of course, right? I do game development, right? That makes sense. Um, but it doesn't take somebody like me in the industry to explain why this is the worst take I have ever seen in all of gotcha history. Hell, maybe all of gaming history. I don't understand what compels people to say things like this when they are flat out wrong and is disproven with a 2-second Google search. How can you possibly think anything in this post? It is absurd to me the delusion that a lot of players of video games are when it comes to game development. They don't understand what's going on behind the scenes, right? And there's good reasons why they don't want to show what's behind the scenes, the companies, right? So tell me, what makes you think that Genshin will never get a free 5-star based off of what you say? Okay, I'm gonna go over this, all right? Forgive me for getting heated, but this person is an idiot. Just flat out. All right, I would say worse, but I don't want YouTube to strike anything in this video, so I will be slightly more reserved. But this has me heated, unironic. I have a bunch of links on screen, as you can see, that within 2 seconds disprove everything this person says and quote unquote believes, okay? Again, I've thought about this a lot since last night, and I'm just gonna having conversations with myself essentially, right? Again, just thinking about this. I'm just gonna go through this. All right, what comes out my mouth comes out my mouth, and it's because I'm going to spit only facts in this video and explain to you why this is just flat out wrong. Okay. I'm gonna link. I don't know if I can link this video on the Reddit, but I'm going to respond to this person. I normally don't even use Reddit like that. You know, it's like, oh, I look at anime girls, whatever the hell. Like, you guys know it's anime channel, right? Um, but yeah, let's get into it. There's too much going on in my head that's just like, wow, this person. If I need to take a second when going over this, forgive me, but it's got me that irked. Like, I just okay. I'll have to take a breather midway through this. We will never get a free 5-star, and I'll tell you why I believe so. First off, do I think we'll ever get a free 5-star? No, because I don't think Helioverse wants to give out a free 5-star for Genshin. They just refuse to. When literally every other gacha game does this. Let's continue. We're gonna prove that later, right? I'm gonna talk about it because I play other gacha games. Oh, actually, let me preface this. Genshin Impact is the first gacha game for a lot of people. So they have no idea anything about the gacha space. Okay? On top of that, maybe it's their first game in general. Alright? That's great. Gaming's awesome, right? I love gaming. I wouldn't be doing game development if I didn't like video games, right? Um, but if I haven't said this already, don't talk about game development if you don't know anything about game development. Keep your mouth shut. You can explain your feelings, of course, give feedback, 100%. But don't act like you know what you're talking about. It's that simple. All right, let's continue. Because I'm gonna get off topic. It's gonna be a ranty video. Okay, it's gonna be a long one. We're gonna go 30 plus minutes probably. Let's continue. Now that Honkai Star Rail is getting constant free stuff with limited free star limit with I can't even read properly because of this. Now that Honkai Star Rail is getting constant free stuff with the free limited 5-star characters. Keep in mind, Genshin got a quote unquote 5-star character with the same time period of 3 updates. However, theirs was actually 2 updates for any non-PlayStation users. And there's a whole thing that I made in my last video that it's not really a fair comparison because one is an actual character and one is a trophy, pretty much. I don't think I said that out right, but again, to TLDR that situation, anyone trying to compare Aloy to Dr. Ratio it's not a fair comparison. No, no, no. It doesn't matter. Aloy might as well not exist, right? Ratio actually matters in the game's context, right? And it doesn't matter what style of the game it is. It matters that we got something at all, right? Genshin doesn't do this, right? So I'll continue. Their community will just come and gloat bashing on Genshin community because of the lack of it. First off, they're made by the same people. You say so in the post. So communities, there's already a natural blend there. Secondly, yes, they're going to bash on it because most of them are likely ex-Genshin players who either stopped playing or are playing Star Rail just because the game is better. It gives out better content for the players, all right? It respects their time more. Despite the fact that things like artifact grinding I hate and I think are worse in Honkai Star Rail, you get more out of it because guess what? They do better events, right? Which is where most of the content's going to be because the story content, once you're done with that, well, guess what's next? Just like Genshin, you do the events, right? So, yes, there's a clear straight line there with Genshin. It's exploration. So here's, guess what? You get the exploration, nothing else except for garbage repeat events. And then on top of that, they're going to bash it because they aren't having fun with the game at the moment. It's that simple. So to act like they're just going to come and gloat and bash it, of course they are. Because Hoyoverse has done this themselves. Okay? This is just, it's going to happen regardless, okay? I don't know why you're even mentioning this at all, like saying they're going to come gloat and bash. Like, no shit, they're gonna gloat and bash. The game had a free 5-star as a base game feature. Like, bro, you got an early 5-star just for free off the standard, the beginner banner. Gloat and bash. Forget gloating and bashing. Okay, you're ignoring all the issues Genshin actually has. Of course, people are gonna talk about Genshin being worse because that's just how they feel. Because you are again are going to ignore all the issues that Genshin has. I'm getting kind of off topic, aren't I? Look, let's just continue. Again, first statement, it's nothing burger. I don't. Who cares about them gloating and bashing? Of course, Genshin deserves to be bashed, bro. It needs improvement. Like the game. I don't need to talk about. I don't need to talk about Genshin about like how it's been mid from the get go and like this and that. That can be a whole video on its own. This is gonna this. I'm already 7 minutes in and we haven't got to the main issue here. They claim that Genshin is not Hoyoverse's favorite child and is far worse because a lack of free stuff. Yes. Yes. Every single gacha game gives out free stuff, right? Genshin does this. They do this every update, okay? They rotate between character, weapon, right? It resets on every major update. So 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, right? I need to get some water because I'm going to dry my mouth out. I'm going to lose my voice from this, dude. But anyways, they do this. You know what Honkai Impact has done? They also give out free characters, but then they also give out what is the equivalent of like one constellation and like one weapon for the character. So in Honkai Impact, right, their other gacha game, again, they make 4. It's Tears of the Timaeus, Honkai Impact, Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, and then there's also Gun Girls Z, which I don't know if it's a gacha, but or is it Honkai Gakuden? Someone in the comments can correct me below. They like make 5 or 6 games. But those other games give out free stuff, okay? Guess what? Honkai Impact gives out free equivalent of 5-star characters. Granted, they're power creeped out the ass, right? They're like over a year old, completely useless for most people, right? Because they haven't done their like core awakening mechanic in a while, but anyways, they give out free 5-stars there. All right. They're old, doesn't matter because free characters, right? I mean, pretty much, right? At the end of the day, free character, right? But they do that often for the anniversaries, Genshin, and their other content, right? Star Rail, we're giving another free 5-star. Excuse me. Oh my god. If you count all 3, so starter banner, 300 multi, and then This one, that's three 5 stars. Genshin, we're not counting the MC, but if you're counting the MC, it's been the MC and Aloy. Bro, you're not counting either of those. All right. So, the game is far worse because of lack of free stuff. Yes. Players want to feel rewarded. Genshin doesn't give you that sense because guess what? They're never giving anything out. They drip feed you a multi over 4 days because the game got nominated. Bro, give it to us instantly. How bad is your player retention that you have to force people to log in the next day to get the reward? I cannot believe the absurdity of this game and the people that defend it. Oh my god, we're not even halfway through the post. Jesus Christ. Okay. Bro, jacket's coming off. Jacket's coming off. We gotta. Oh my god, we gotta. Temperature's already set. All right. Okay. The game is just far worse off. It's not even because of the free stuff, okay? Forget the free stuff for a second. It's just far worse off, okay? If you play Genshin, if you're an in-game player, if you've played for a while, if you're not brain rotted like this individual, you know the game is far worse off regardless. We're moving on. Be ready for a toxic comment. I'm toxic here. You're just an idiot. It's ironic that both Genshin and Honkai Star community technically belong to the same community. Yes, they do. I already said this. It's not ironic. You're just wrong. Let's get into why. My post here is not to defend Genshin. Yes, it is. Oh my god. You are defending Genshin by proxy because you're saying you don't think they'll get a free 5-star, and here's why. It's in the title of the post. The reason we'll never get a free 5-star. The cost, time, effort to develop every character English, and the update is too much for them to give a free 5-star. Okay. You want me to act out how much it costs for you to develop a character? Now we're gonna get into the post that I pulled up. All right. First off, start. We got their. Hold on. I gotta click this only. All right, guys. First off, we got their idle animations. Oh, all right. We got their action animations. Oh, oh. All right, guys. We got that. What do? We spend a day drawing up a character. All right. See you tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's happened. Let's go 3D model it. Oh, guess what? Day 3. We're finishing up the kit right now. Awesome. Are we done? Yeah, it's been a week. How much money did we spend? Oh, like 100,000. Is that it? Yeah. Do you not understand how fucking easy it is for a team of like 1,000 people to make one character? What do you mean it's too expensive? You know what? Let's do a cost breakdown. All right. I got the calculator here. Let's just say there's 10 people on a salary of $100,000. Okay. They're obviously probably making more than this, right? I don't know the actual economics or the cost breakdown, but I'm just giving you a very baseline cost. You know what? No. Let's actually go further. Let's say their salary is $200,000, okay? They're definitely not making this much money. I know that for a fact. You can look this up yourself, but let's say they are. 10 people at Hoyoverse. That's $2 million, okay? Over a year. All right. You're telling me a character costs more than 10 people's yearly income? I don't have the words. All right. One person could be for making the animations. One person could be making the art. One person could be making the kit. That's 3 people. It's not this, right? I can tell you that for a fact. It's not. Obviously, it's a team. It's a whole team thing. It's a collaborative environment, right? Okay. But I'm trying to generalize and simplify game development so that people like you can understand why this is the worst take I've ever seen for a game like this. No, it doesn't cost them that much for a character. Okay, let's get something straight. I'm gonna start going through all these posts that I have pulled up. All right, Genshin Impact. You can look this up. It takes a second to pull up. Initial budget of 100 million. All right, it's roughly 200 million a year. So their budget is about $1 billion. I know it's a 700 million. Okay, but let's just say they're $1 billion. Okay, you want to know how much money they made in 2 years? Guess what? 1 billion every 6 months. Bro, they have made like 5 times the amount it would have taken to run the game already. The game hasn't been out for like 4 years. Like, I don't understand. Why do people think this? It's too expensive for them to get a free character. No, it's not. It's not. Every gacha game does this, and they make less money. And hell, those other gacha games have to do the same work required for these characters. Dude, you look at Honkai Star Rail. Their models look better than Genshin. Okay, they go crazy in the animations. They do the same thing. Here's, you know what? I should have drawn this up. Here's the parallel. You got the animations. All right. You got the regular animations, okay? Boom, there you go. 1 point for Genshin, 1 point for Star Rail. Guess what? You got the voice acting. Boom, another point for both. Guess what? You have the actual art. Boom, another one. Guess what? You got the story. Boom, they both get the points. All right, what am I missing? Oh, kit. Boom. All right, guess what? They're equal. It's the same thing for both games. What do you mean it cost more? No, the people misconstrued budget and effort required to actually develop this stuff, okay? It's the same amount of effort, just a different budget, okay? You're gonna get what you pay for, all right? Do they pay more for Genshin? I don't know. Maybe because it's at a bigger scale, right? They have to, test all this stuff internally, of course, right? You have your probably 50 or so people that are internally testing this before it goes to release, right? On a consistent 6-week basis, all right? Fast turnaround so they can make characters fast. All right, etc., etc. All right, and I don't have to go into why they have made billions of dollars like every few months and why they have hundreds of thousands of people that have played the game. Okay, I don't have to bring up the Sensor Tower revenue of a month of them making 200, god damn it, 25 million dollars. Okay, this takes 2 seconds to pull up. All right, you pull up this post, look at there, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, like, gives out constant free characters, 12 million. Dragon Ball Legends, which is a game that gives out a bunch of free characters, 9 million. What do you mean? You just make things that will make you money. It's like, so I don't understand. Genshin Impact is 54 million. Listen, they have put out standard characters in Genshin and they have still made billions, okay? People are already not going to summon on standard characters because their initial thought is, oh, I'll get them later, or oh, they're not that good, so why would I summon? Dia came out and you're going to tell me they can't give us a free character. Bullshit, all right? I'm going to start swearing now because of how much idiocracy I am looking at right here, okay? These gacha games, their profit margins are huge. That's why they are made, because they make so much money versus every other game, like premium console games that you pay $60 for, right? You look at all the in-game transactions, they make so much money, it's absurd. You can't even conceive the amount of money they make, all right? I bet you'd be totally fine with $1 million. I would probably be, actually more like 10 mil, let's be honest here, inflation. But like, dude, how do you not see this? How do you not see this? Nothing that you've said has any logical sense or anything to back it up. It's not that you said nothing here, okay? Let's look at r/gacha gaming. I pulled this up. Oh, look, free character in Azur Lane. And I mean, maybe I should play Azur Lane. Ahaha. But anyways, free character there. All right, let's keep going down. Oh, what's this? Skins. Love to see it. Where are the Hoyoverse skins? All right. It doesn't take you that much long, and I'm sure if you've paused the video, you've seen it, but there's other free characters. Oh, look, free multis. Love to see it. Free characters, free waifus I get for logging in. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if Genshin Impact had that? Let's keep going. Oh, hey, look, another collab. Awesome. Actually, I like both of those properties. That's actually a pretty cool collab. But yeah, look at this. New characters, new free gacha characters. Wow, it requires so much for Genshin to give us stuff when I can scroll down r/gacha gaming and it's all a bunch of free characters and promotions for collabs and other stuff that Genshin doesn't do. Wow, I wonder who costs more to make. That's crazy. Is it Genshin? Let's keep going. Top grossing gacha game, Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact. Wow, it would cost them so much to give us another free limited character. Thank you, Hoyoverse, for your generosity so much. Let's get on to your next point. Unlike Star Rail that can just pump out 2 5-star one 4-star character every patch consistently. Genshin with all their money can't do this. However, a 5-star Genshin character is far more valuable than Honkai Star Rail. No, it's not. Shut the fuck up. All right, listen here. Look at this, Buster. All right, Genshin Impact. The one difference they have to make is they have to actually model the weapon. Otherwise, it's the same damn thing. You know why? Because here's a little trick about game development. Efficiency matters. You know what you can do for making out models? You create a base model and then you modify from there. It saves you dev time. Have you ever thought about working efficiently? Come on, it doesn't take a college level education to understand that there is a smarter way of pushing out content on a consistent basis, especially when it's like Genshin and you restrict yourself so much on certain aspects, right? Regardless of the writing team. But guess what? The fun thing about writing is that they can get that all done before they even start on the game development part. They help. They probably have all the writing for Fontaine done. They're working on Natland writing right now. Hell, maybe they have that done. All right. You can ignore the writing part. Yeah, of course, it's an important part of development. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm just saying it's like you people don't understand how this stuff works. All right. Now let's get into this point. All right. Would you look at this new limited character, new limited character? That's two. Look at this new limited character, new limited 4-star character, new limited character, new limited 4-star character. So you're acting like we can't do this when we've done it continuously for over the course of Genshin. So what if we have rerun patches? Star Rail's gonna have rerun patches, of course they have. Hell, they start doing reruns at the same time Genshin does on the 4th update. You're telling me they can't give us a free 5-star because of this and that it costs more? Bro, they're giving it to us at the same cadence. They're just putting a gap there for their own reasoning. I don't know what it is because I don't work for Hoyoverse. But would you look at this? Oh, look, 3 limited weapons on the weapon banner. Crazy. Let's go next update. Boom, 2 new premium characters, 1 new limited weapon. Let's go to the next update. Oh, would you look at this? 1 new limited weapon, 2 new limited weapons, 2 new premium characters. Wow. All right, let's go forward. Here's an update version. Oh, would you look at that? Boom, a new limited weapon. Boom, a new limited 4-star. Let's go to the next update. Oh, look. Boom, new limited weapon, new limited 5-star. All right. Oh, look, here's Kazuha. Boom, weapon 5-star. All right. Do I need to go on? Here, guess what? Here's 2.0. 2 5-stars, 2 weapons, 1 Sayu. I don't know why I specified Sayu, but there you go. Here's 1.1. Boom. 2 5-stars, 1 4-star, 2 more limited weapons. All right. Do I need to go on? Here's a rerun patch. Boom. New 1 limited weapon, 1 new limited character. That's a 4-star. All right. Let's go to the next patch. Boom. 2 new characters, 1 new weapon. All right. Let's go on to the next patch. We have 1 new character, 1 new weapon. All right. Do I need to go on? Here, guess what? Here's Miko, 1 new weapon, 1 new 5-star character. Here's Ayato, 1 new weapon, 1 new 5-star character. All right. Here's Elan, 1 new weapon, 1 new 5-star. Do I need to go on with this? Okay. Every update, there's been something like, not every update, but most updates, there's been something new. And here's a new standard character where sales are going to drop. But guess what? Still 2 new characters for that update. Sino comes out, and Nilu comes out, and 2 new weapons come out. Who would have guessed? All right. I forgot Candace. Candace is also new this update, I think. Yeah, so another new 4-star. All right. So here's Nahida, her weapon. She's Dendro, right? Hell, most of the dev time was working on Dendro and making sure it was balanced 100%. Here's Farazan, here's Wanderer, here's the new weapon. It is what it is. So first off, this cadence of having 2 new 5-stars has been disproven by Genshin multiple times. They just give us a little break before the new updates because either people are picking up reruns or they're saving for the new region, all right? It's all planned ahead of time. You know what? In fact, I'm going to pull up that chart already now. I'm getting ahead of myself. Here's a basic game development chart for board games, a part of one of my lectures I've been in because, again, game design student. This is to give you an example of sort of the whole process. They do concept, initial design, they prototype it, playtest, external playtesting, all right? Hire the people to finalize it, do blind playtest to make sure people that aren't experienced with that product to try it out, see what it is, see if it works for everybody, all right? Finish the design, you get bids for people to make it, all right? Or in this case, it would be producers, all right? Of course, this isn't always the same for actual game development. This is board games, but this is to give you an example, all right? And then there's the process of them actually spending time to print it. This is something that takes at least, according to this guy, I forget what his name is. I'm going to, of course, talk about him. Justin DeWitt for Castle Panic, if you ever played that board game. Um, 2 years in terms of development time, right? About that. It probably took over 2 years to, well, depends because anybody can cook up an Unreal Engine like a Genshin world, and you've seen people mod stuff like that, in no time flat. Like, there's a reason why Skyrim modders do more work than Bethesda is because they have access to these tools and that they're very passionate about it, and so of course they work on it. So let's say the dev time for Genshin Impact was 2 years prior. Um, you're telling me that they can't give us one character for free? Like at the end of the day, it's like they can't pump it out. Yes, they can. They've proven that they can pump this out. They just don't for those other patches. So to act like they don't, you're just oblivious, okay? They do pump this out consistently, all right? Oh my god. There's so many facets to why this person is wrong. I can't. And oh, I'm getting the headache, bro. All right, I'm gonna continue. This physically pains me to read this. Um, Yeah, so saying they can't pump it out is complete BS, all right? They can. They just don't because they are trying to get money from you. It's a gotcha game. It's a game in general. They're trying to get money from you. How do you not understand this? It's a service, all right? At the end of the day, when the service is done, boom, characters are gone, all right? So if they model it correctly where players want to come back and spend money, then they've done their business correctly, okay? So to act like, oh, they can't just pump out a character. Yes, they can. They can, but it doesn't matter. They're gonna make money anyways. All right. I don't. How do you not understand this? Like, you can't say they can't just they. You can't say they can't pump out a character when they can and they have previously. Okay. Let's move on. To develop a character in Genshin is far too complicated to be justified to give him for free. The only compromise they can give us is 4 stars. Shut up! Rarity does not matter. Did I not just go over this earlier? Animations, kits, lore, design, voice acting. The 5 things that make up the character. You can add more if you want. I don't care. All right. They're the same for every video game. It only changes based on the style of game. How do you not understand this? What do you mean it's too complicated to develop the character? I acted it out for you. You need me to do it again. All right, we have the running animation, the same default combat animation. Now here's the thing about the combat animations. They reuse them because it saves time and because it's efficient and it makes sense lore-wise, okay? Why do you think so many of the characters have similar fighting styles to each other? Oh, I don't know, lore plus time saving? Have you ever thought about that? It's so simple to understand. Like, all right, let's do the voice acting. All right, so this one anime girl with some massive honkers was like, "OMG, senpai, I need to." Man, whatever. I've had enough of this. It's too complicated. No, it's not. How do you not understand this? You can do it yourself. You can learn it, all right? Take a month, research it. You can learn it. Again, I said this at the beginning. It doesn't take somebody like me to explain this to you. I like, dude, I'm so passionate about video games that this actually pains me to read, and I don't understand what do you mean it's too complicated for Genshin to release a 5 star character. Rarity doesn't matter. That is an arbitrary number for you for money reasons. They can make anybody as strong as they want to. You are being sold a lie. That is the whole point. I like I don't understand. What do you mean? Oh, it's fine if it's a 4 star. It doesn't matter if it's a 4 star or 5 star. It just depends on their profit margin. All right. Do you not understand? This game has taken $1 billion to keep running. They've made like 5 billion. Bro, it wouldn't matter if they lost a couple million off of giving us one free 5 star. Because guess what? Whales are gonna whale, and that's where most of the money is for gotcha games. Hell, actually, if you look at one of these things I pulled up, it says that um I'm getting ahead of myself with that one. It says that oh my god, I actually forgot what it said because of how heated I'm getting. I don't even remember at this point. Um, Bloody hell. Is it Oh my god, where is it? Where is it? Do I have the um fuck bro, where is it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, the revenue split. So 40, according to this site, right? 41% of the revenue is from China and only 10% from the US. Bro, the whales, the Chinese whales are the ones keeping the game alive. God, it's far too complicated. That is the most brain rotten take I've ever seen. What do you mean it's far too complicated? Bro, have you not seen the games people made in a day for asset flipping? Hoyoverse doesn't do this. They of course hire people to make original assets, of course, for an original property. All right, but you're telling me it? Have you seen game development tools at all, bro? They can make landscapes in 5 minutes on like Unreal Engine 5. All right, so I don't know. It's too complicated. Oh my god, bro! I think most developers can agree with me that this person has no idea what they're talking about. And hell, again, maybe I'm the one who's wrong. I'm not, but maybe. Um, Jesus Christ, there's so easy to disprove this stuff, and I haven't even gotten to the main thing. It's already 30 minutes. Okay, I need to continue moving on. After Fontaine, if you still believe Hoyo doesn't care about Genshin, feel free to quit. It's better for you. Shut up. No, like normal people, people play the game for fun. If they don't have fun, if you're not having fun, stop playing the game. Genshin Impact is still the most expensive game ever made with every update and will never be surpassed. You guys see why I'm making a video about this now? You're stupid. You're stupid. First off, have you ever heard of Star Citizen? Have you ever heard of GTA? Have you ever heard of Destiny 2? Bro, Bungie was bought for $3 billion and they've already gone through the money. I did a research report on this, a research story on the, wait, sorry, journalist story on this thing. Bro, have you look it up? Anybody can look up anything in game development. There's massive layoffs, okay? A bunch of delays that cost them more money than it would be to make one character for a game that's already made and completely formatted for them, that is easy for them to reuse assets, okay? Um, Most expensive game ever be, it will never be surpassed. Shut up, you're not even close, okay? All right. Guess what happens when you look up most expensive game ever made? You see a list of games ever made. Oh, here's the thing right here. $54 million to make Star Citizen, and the game isn't even coming out. Bro, Cyberpunk was, sorry, did I say 54? Sorry, 500 million. $500 million for that game. Cyberpunk, $500 million for that game. Call of Duty, not 500 million, but the OG Modern Warfare with inflation is 300 million. Okay. Um, Final Fantasy 7, all right. Same thing, all right. Last of Us Part 2 apparently is $250 million. All right. Halo 2 with inflation apparently is $250 million. All right. Destiny, it's not listed on here, but guess what? As I told you, they were purchased for 3 billion not even a year ago. They already burnt through half of the money that they were allowed for the actual company. The rest was ownership. So to act like Genshin is the most expensive ever game ever made, bro, other games spend more money. I proved this in 2 seconds. Bro, you look it up on any website, guess what you see? Cyberpunk, Witcher, Halo, Battlefield, Tomb Raider, Destiny if they actually recorded it, GTA 5. They're making GTA 6. This game has made multiple billions of dollars. This game has made more money than Genshin. I think. I could be wrong on that. That might not be true, actually. Don't quote me on that one. Um, what do you mean most expensive game ever made? It's not even close. It's not even close. Dude, Destiny has Destiny cost more than this game by like 5 times. What do you mean? I don't understand. Why do people say this shit when they can't? Oh, This video is not getting monetized. I don't even have monetization on my channel, but this video is getting nowhere. I'm posting this for anyone who wishes to rebuttal. You're you're factually wrong. It's been proven this whole video. They're wrong. This is just what I believe. You are wrong. Not maybe I'm wrong. You just are wrong. Okay? It doesn't take a game developer to prove you wrong. It takes 2 seconds of looking it up. Maybe they're just greedy. It's a gotcha game. The whole point is that you spend money because guess what? Gotcha. You're supposed to get the feel and the cheat in the system when you do it free to play. It's whenever you break, spend money. Guess what? Gotcha. That's the whole point of the gotcha game. Maybe they just don't care. They don't. They don't. They're sticking to a script on how to develop this game. I'm not saying it's developed by AI. Of course it's not. They have it all planned out ahead of time. That's why for certain features, if you guys ever wonder why it takes developers a long time to get stuff in, it's because they have to do a ton of planning, a ton of testing. That's why. Okay? The actual development, like the process of them in the game working on it, probably isn't as long as if you ever looked at any live game, like I'm going to use this as an example. They can throw out sandbox changes because they have a dedicated team to the sandbox that they go and make changes for the live game, while you have the other people in the back developing the rest of the game. There is a pipeline process for these games that they work on. So if you ever wonder why it takes so long, is because the people in the back are having to make sure it works to send it to the other people and push it to live. Even though they're the same developer, feel free to think for yourselves. I'm going to think for myself. I'm going to think the correct one of you are wrong. And I'm not going to read any of the comments here. And I think I said early in the video I'm going to respond. I'm not going to respond to this person. I'm not. I'm just not. This is a public forum, so I'm going to post on my public forum so that other people can understand why thinking like this is absurd. Okay? Look, at the end of the day, of course, I do not hate these people. Okay? I just don't understand why you're going to say stuff like Genshin is the most expensive game ever made and have no proof or backing to what you have to say. Nothing in this Reddit post has any validity at all. You cannot back up what you have said when every other gacha game gives out free characters. Bro, Legends gives out free premium Legends limited characters. Those are like their special characters that you get I think they're monthly actually, or it's every other month. I forget. Legends has sped up a lot in development. But to act like, here's another example from Legends actually. It took them for their first Ultra like 6 months, right? But then after that, we start getting Ultras like every couple of months, all right? So to tell me that they have to make the unique art assets, unique animations, I don't think they have to do the voice lines, depends on the character. Because it's Dragon Ball property, so they probably have like a huge file of voice lines. They have to make the kit. All right, they don't have to make the story because they just repeat the same story. It's Dragon Ball. Come on. So you can actually take that back. They have to do less in it. They have to do less. Okay, and for an Ultra character, it takes them that long. However, LFs they can make in under a month. So you're telling, and again, that game much smaller scope. So you're telling me a company with thousands of people can't make one character a month? What? They can give us a free 5-star, okay? You can't prove they can't. You know why? Because you don't work for Hoyoverse, and neither do I. Yeah, I don't think I have much more to say. I think I've ranted long enough on this. This person has no idea what they're talking about. I have some more of an idea of what I'm talking about. But of course, I don't know everything. I just know that everything in this post is wrong. And so I'm going to point that out. Thank you for watching. I'm going to end it here. Please stop white knighting Genshin. Okay? Don't defend their actions. Okay? There's nothing wrong with asking for the game to... There's nothing... There's nothing wrong with asking more out of a video game. There's nothing wrong with wanting more out of a video game. There's nothing wrong for asking for improvement on a product. It's a digital product. It's okay to ask for a better digital product. It costs too much time and effort to develop. No, it does not. No, it does not. They make billions. It doesn't. I'm disappointed that there are people that still think like this towards these games, right? It's a digital good for entertainment, okay? They are an entertainment piece that is meant to make money. And at the end of the day, it is a monetary decision whether or not to give us a 5 star, or sorry, not 5 star, just to give us a free thing in general, okay? They have just decided not to. You can't say it costs too much. No, it doesn't cost too much. In fact, I can break down how I can break down however you want me to. All right. If the budget for the game was 100,000, or sorry, 100 million, you can divide that by 100 people. 100 people got $1 million, but that's not how it works. You know why? Because initial budget for the game, again, divided by, let's say there was 1,000 people. That's a year's salary. Not a bad salary. Okay. Obviously, it could be better, cost of living, etc. But 100 million a year, that covers, let's say, right, 1,000 people's salary. It's not this, but let's say they have made billions. So they act like they can't give a free character when they've released Dia, Tenari for the standard banner that's already impacting their sales. They can't give us a free character. It's stupid. This is this is just an idiotic post. If this person gets upset from them seeing this video, if they do, I'm not gonna apologize because I haven't said anything wrong here. I've just gotten upset because people like you have no clue what you're talking about. It can be disproven in 2 seconds from a Google search. You don't have to be in the industry. Anybody can know this. All right. All right. That being said, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you for watching this whole thing. If you did watch it, um, I don't know what to say. I'll be honest. Um, I could go more, but I'd just be wasting my time. I don't know. I don't even know why I made this video. I'm wasting my time on a individual that's just a clown. Um, but yeah. See you guys later.